And now let's fly back to the home country where the Indonesian President Joko Widodo has arrived in Nusantara ahead of this year's Indonesian Independence Day Anniversary celebration scheduled for Saturday.
To know more, we're now connected with our news team Satya Pramesi and Sri Rizky in Nusantara, East Kalimantan. So Messi, what do you have for us?
Guys, thank you so much. As it happens, this live is on at the exact right time because if you can see right behind me, all the way over there at the Garuda Palace, that is the motorcade where President Joko, or in which President Joko Widodo has just arrived to the future home of the presidents of Indonesia after having landed earlier in the Nusantara helipad at around 5:50 p.m. Central Indonesia Time. And now it's been quite a long journey for him today, having left Halim Perdana Kusuma Air Force Base in Jakarta on board the presidential jet, the Indonesia 1, around 2 p.m. Western Indonesia Time, arriving at the Sultan Haji Muhammad Sulaiman Sepinggan International Airport in Balikpapan, East Kalimantan. After which he flew directly to IKN, the new capital city of Nusantara, on board his presidential helicopter, which just landed around 5:50 p.m. earlier before the beginning of the 3-hour news show. Now tonight he does have an event going on. He will be hosting several officials at Sumbu Kebangsaan at around 8 p.m., which is actually right over there, right to our left. After which tomorrow he'll have a plenary cabinet meeting scheduled at the Istana Garuda on August 12th. After which he is also scheduled to meet with governors as well as regents and mayors from all corners of Indonesia on the same day as well in the morning. After which, between then and the 14th of August, he will be attending 4 different groundbreaking ceremonies for infrastructure projects during his visit, which will last from today up until the 14th of August before he departs back to Jakarta, before coming back, of course, to Nusantara to host the Independence Day celebrations on the 17th of August. Meanwhile, later this week, the Vice President, Ma'ruf Amin, is also scheduled to conduct a groundbreaking ceremony for his vice presidential palace somewhere in Nusantara as well, located in the north side, if I'm not mistaken, where it is being built, or at least where it is going to be built in the future. Guys?
So, Messi, very busy schedule indeed for our president and our vice president. But other than those two being very busy and the other officials, what other preparations are currently underway ahead of the Indonesian, we know, because 79th Independence Day is coming up?
Yes, we have somewhere a few hundred construction workers as well as members of staff, including the See Today crew as well, which are currently in the Garuda Palace as we speak right now, preparing for the Independence Day celebrations. Equipment and properties, for example, around the palace are being completed. We had some jumbotrons that were being painted earlier this morning and are now almost fully green now, except for the back, from where I can see at the moment. Meanwhile, armed forces and the police have been rehearsing their ceremonial roles for the 17th of August celebrations during the event, rehearsing right on the spot at the garden in front of the Nusantara, or the Garuda Palace, I should say, as well. Meanwhile, the orchestra, the Armed Forces Orchestra, have also been rehearsing on location at the palace stage, which you'll be able to see during our coverage of the 17th of August Independence Day celebrations later on. As well as several locations that are set to be visited by President Joko Widodo and his entourage being cleaned up in anticipation of their visits, including the place that we are actually sitting, or that we're actually doing a live report on right now, which is going to be located for the memorial service, which is going to be used for the memorial service during the 17th of August event. Meanwhile, the exterior of the Garuda Palace has almost been, from what I can see from up close and from far away, mostly completed, along with the main road directly in front of it, in which President Joko Widodo did not access to get to the presidential palace earlier. In fact, he used kind of like how do you say, a special road that leads directly from the helipad, which is somewhere beyond those hills over there, down to the side of the Garuda Palace, if you might be able to see it, next to the wing on the left side, and then straight onto the front of the front building of the Garuda Palace, the one with the pillars and columns. Just in front of it. Now, the main square directly in front of the presidential palace, where the ministry buildings are being built and are currently situated. You might be able to see on the right side and the left side over there, those are the ministry office buildings, are currently still being built, but as you can see, the facade is nearly complete. Meanwhile, everything else, the square, the park at the front you see over there is also pretty much, from what I can see, almost pretty much finished. And so everything nearly from all the way from the top of the Garuda statue over there to the bottom to the garden where the ceremony, the 17th of August ceremony will be held, everything seems almost in order and ready for the 17th of August celebrations coming up this coming Saturday. Back to you guys.
All right, Satya Pramesi and Sri Rizky, thank you so much for your report. And we'll be waiting for more updates from you because this is a very historical moment in Indonesia and you are the part of it. And we'll be waiting for more updates from you. Thank you so much. All right, so that was Satya Pramesi and Sri Rizky and also our team members from Nusantara, capital city. And now we're going for the first quick break, but when we come back, we'll have the latest from Southeast Asia and also around the world.
That's right, and later during the hour, I'll bring you the latest from the world of business.
And I'll bring you the latest from the world of sports. So stay here on the 3-hour news show on See Today.